Hello, it's Isma again, and in today's video, we're going to look at Guppy Bus. Guppy Bus is a forex trading strategy which mainly concentrates at GBP JPY, which in other words we call the Guppy currency pair. Now, this strategy works better for those that are trading at night, especially if you're looking at any opportunity to trade at night. Now, this is for you. I do welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and also sharing, and not only to YouTube, but also to other various social media platforms. And also our WhatsApp is in the video, the number that you can see. Well, without any wastage of time, let me go directly into Guppy Bus. But then, before we can go direct into Guppy Bus, well, like I've told you, Guppy Bus, mainly for people in Uganda, works at night. That is between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. That is Ugandan time, GMT plus 3. That's if you're not in Uganda. So from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. rather at night, this is when we probably pick up. This is when we actually start trading it. In other words, you should start trading at 3. But then in our consideration, we're looking at that period, that window that literally every after the American closure, that is as essential when the American markets close. That is at 12. There is always that free window where we literally get to see that the entire world is sleeping, and since it's sleeping between 12 and 3, we actually see only one opening trading center, that is Australia, and Australia alone in the world, it's the only country that is open during this time. So we take advantage of this occurrence of basically what happens at night. So let's get directly straight into this and see how we can trade off the Guppy Bus forex trading strategy. So there is a window of around 3 hours between the close of the US market and the opening of the Asian market. That is, of course, 12 a.m. Ugandan time to 3 a.m. Like I've told you, the forex market is relatively quiet during this time and tends to move in gentle yet predictable manner. So we're taking advantage of what basically happens. Now we're going to see why we are actually trading this, okay? Because of course, what you should have in mind that whenever market tends to keep in a range, it eventually gets to get out of this particular range or this particular zone, whatever it may be. Now, we take advantage of this because we see after or at exactly 3, we get to see, of course, the Asian session opening, that is, which comes with great potential, great impact, of course, after this window. So we take advantage of that particular occurrence. That what exactly happens is what we take advantage of. Let's see how it actually works. The market then springs out to life again when the Asian market opens. The Guppy Bus seeks to identify the trending range during this 3 hours window and anticipate a potential breakout of the trading range. That's what exactly I have actually just explained to you. To take full advantage of this potential breakout, I have selected one of the most volatile crosses. That is the GBP JPY, commonly known as the Guppy among the forex traders. So it becomes easy, it becomes simple, and the reason being, it's because us selecting this particular pair, it's because of the volatility that we all know that pound is one of those, highly volatile currencies. Therefore, we tend to use this for this case, of course, first with the JPY. Reason being that the next, of course, that this next move that we see after this 3 hours window is mainly for the Asian session, and therefore we're not trading the dollar, we're looking at JPY because it is also active during this major trading period. And when it comes, of course, to this time frame, we expect you to use a time frame which is 5 minutes time frame. For those of you that don't know what exactly the 5 minutes time frame, it means that each candle that is on this chart takes a duration of basically 5 minutes to open and close, and then the other opens again. So the Guppy Bus method works with a 5 minutes candle, that is the M5. This means that each candle represents 5 minutes of the price movement. The indicators are, of course, when it comes to this strategy, you need to know which indicators am I using. Surprisingly, when we are trading with this particular strategy, we don't use any indicators. Rather, we use only pure price action. So we use only pure price action. No indicators are used for this particular strategy. So the next thing, again, you need to know is the currency pair, which I've already explained to you that we use the currency pair GBP, JPY. That's why we gave this name Guppy. Burst. Guppy means GBP, JPY. And then burst is we're looking at that scenario out of the range, and then suddenly the markets move suddenly with that great impact. So hence the name Guppy Burst. So when you're using, or if you're to trade with this Guppy Burst strategy as a strategy, so here is the strategy concept. After trading range is identified, we place pending order, and we place a pending order, short order, that is, of course, the buy order, and the sell order, that is the buy stop and the sell stop. Then the entry price for the pending order is at the resistance price, while the stop loss order is located at the support level. The entry price for the pending order is at the support level, while the stop loss is at the resistance level. So we're looking at two scenarios. So between those range, so what we do, we actually demarcate the highest point and the lowest point of our range. That is the time between 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Then after identifying the highest points and the lowest points, what we do, we put two pending orders, okay, at the top, which is the resistance, we put a buy stop there, slightly, not exactly at the highest point, but then give it a few pips slightly, then put a buy stop there, and make sure the stop loss, you put it at the support. And then also at the support, we actually put a sell stop. And then this sell stop, of course, slightly not at exactly the support, but a few pips slightly below the support. And then, of course, we put the stop loss on the resistance, as we're going to see onto the chart. So after seeing, let's get to the chart and we see what I'm probably illustrating this to you. So as we get onto the chart, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to make sure that you wake up at exactly, of course, 3:03, a few minutes from 3. That is, of course, you can give it like 15 minutes. So you put this, like the way you can see, I actually made sure that I put this area, this area that I've put. Make sure you come and start your rectangular, or that region, that zone of yours, from exactly 1 a.m. to, of course, 3 and a few minutes. Then after that, you'll identify the highest points. Like for this case, we have, this is the highest points from 3, of course, from 1 to 3, and also the lowest. So which we consider. So we consider this point to be the support, and we consider this to be the resistance. So what you do, you have to slightly come slightly above this, and you put a buy stop. And then, of course, you also come somewhere slightly here, you put a sell stop. Now, after putting a sell stop, your job is to make sure that we don't have a definitive number of pips that we need to consider for our stop loss or take profit. Rather, it's after the markets that we ideally get to know the number, or to have the numbers that we're looking at to be our stop loss, our take profit. So you can ideally be like, now you can make this to be your stop loss for this, of course, buy order that we see, and also we make this to be the stop loss for this particular buy stop. So the sell stop, let me clarify this such that we can probably get this to understand better. So this is our sell stop. Okay, this is our sell stop. We put it there, and then this is our buy stop. Then, of course, after doing this, the stop loss for this particular order, this one, we actually put it here. This is the stop loss for the buy. I can call it stop loss B. And this is the stop loss for a sell. I can call it stop loss S. Then also the take profit is twice this distance. Then after, you can, after placing this order, just wake up at 3:15, 3:10, and place these orders. Of course, after identifying the support and resistance, that's the highest and the lowest points, then which eventually come the stop loss and the take profit. Then after placing your order, you then go back to sleep. Okay. When you go back to sleep, of course, after taking your profit targets, you realize that by usually this strategy works during when probably it gets around 9 to 11, you'd have probably come out with either a profit or a loss depending on the way this market could have moved. So I believe it's something that is something that you've understood from the very video. So I believe also that it is something that you can't miss out when you are trading. So it is an opportunity that you probably take this order and trade it off. So hope you find this video helpful. If you really find it helpful and probably important to you, please share the videos to the rest of the other people such that they can also understand this. You can also contact us in the number that we previously put at the beginning of this video for more info, or you can reach us via the different social media platforms. And also you can watch more videos regarding trading below this particular video. Like, share, subscribe. I do stay Sewan Kambo Isma. I do sign out. Bye-bye.